So, with the help of the Sadguru, one can destroy flaws like Swachand. Explaining this in verse, from verse say 15, if you connect it to the previous, so 15, 16, 17. 15 was, Roke Jeev Swachand to Pame Avashya Moks. 16 was, Pratyaksha Sadguru Yogti Swachandatir. And Swachand, Mat and Agra, precisely, all three. And what do you attain? A state which is called Samkit, which leads to Samkit nahi. VS. I am talking of VS. If you talk of NS, I'll say yes, this state leads to NS. But if I am talking of Vyavhar Samkit, VS, this is Samkit. Loving a Guru, faith in a Guru, and feelings of surrendership. Maybe not total, but at least that inclination. Total surrender is a process. Total surrendership is a process. But the inclination remains, I want to surrender my buddhi. There is no need to surrender your body and your things and your possessions. Main important thing is your buddhi. So this is Samkit. So you all don't say this will lead to Samkit. Why this is Samkit? Because it is going to lead to a higher level of Samkit, which can be attained only after self-realization. So Karan Gani Pratyaksh. But this is Samkit. Samkit tene bhakyu. This is Samkit. So Param Krupadev is very clear regarding the importance of Vyavhar Samkit. He is emphasizing that even the faith, unwavering faith in a Sadguru is a state, is a development you should really aspire for. That is a big achievement on the path of liberation. Very, very beautifully. Samkita tene bhakyu. And if you argue, this is not Samkit, you should have self-realization for Samkit. So he says, then Karan samjhilo enu. Karan gani pratyaksh. If you are going to argue, are you? Because this Atmasiddhi Shastra is not only for devotees. It is for seekers. So seekers may have a doubt. You are a bhakta, so you will say, Bhagwan ne kidu ne Samkit, so it's over, it's Samkit. But because you are already a bhakta, devotee, now I feel something. But you may be a seeker. You need not be a Swachandi or a Virodhi, but you have your doubts. That Samyak Darshan which brings beginning of end of transmigration. It's the beginning of the end of transmigration. Paribrahman na antni sharuat. So, will this faith in a Sadguru bring an end to transmigration of the soul, cycles of birth and rebirth? So if a seeker has doubts, that is also solved in this. Karanagani Pratyak. But for you, I will say, this is Samkit. Which verse? 17. Samkit ni vaat kya kari chhe? 17. Correct? So, yeah. With the help of a Sadguru, one can destroy the flaws like Swachand, explaining this in verses 15, 16, 17, 18, highlighted the greatness of the refuge of the benevolent Sadguru. Now, what is he going to show in this verse? Depicting the kind of humility a worthy disciple has or should have towards a Sadguru. So he said, going to a Sadguru, taking sharan and refuge or protection or shelter of a Sadguru, but a worthy disciple, a patra shishya, yogya shishya, no vinay kevo hoye. The virtue of humility and the devotion and the feeling of reverence for his master, kevo hoye. So, depicting the kind of humility a worthy disciple has or should have towards a Sadguru, Param Kripadev says.
जे सद्गुरु उपदेश थी पाम्यो केवल ज्ञान गुरु रहा छद्मस्तपण विनय करे
J Sadguru Upadeshti. So J means he who. Sadguru Upadeshti, he who by the preaching of a true Guru, Sadguru na Upadesh, preaching of a Sadguru, Pamyo has attained. Keval Gnan, absolute knowledge or omniscience. He who has attained by the preachings of a Sadguru, Keval Gnan, means omniscience or absolute knowledge or purest state. Guru Raya, the Guru remains Chadmastapan, having not yet attained Godhood. I can explain what Chadmas means. Anybody wants to know? Okay. So, Maria. So, Chadma means cover, avran, concealed. Chadma. And Stha means state. State. So, Chadmasta, state of concealment of your omniscience. Means non-kevali, simple. Your keval nan is been covered yet. That state is called Chadmas. From first Gunsthanak to 12th Gunsthanak. Because 13th is keval nan. So any state before keval nan is called Chadmas. So basically Chadmas means non-kevali. He can be an Atmagnani, he can be an ignorant soul, he can be a Muni, anything but a non-kevali. So it was so easy having not yet attained Godhood. Why did you go for a tougher meaning? Why did you go? Do you all want to be scholars? So this was simple, not having attained Keval Nan or not attained Godhood, complete, purest, absolute state. So anyone below that is called Chadmas. Vinay Kare shows reverence to the Guru. Bhagwan. I can't use the word disciple because now he has attained omniscience. I'll explain this. So Vinay Kare Shishya, who has attained omniscience, his Guru has not, but he has attained. Still he will continue to respect his Guru. Isn't it the zenith of humility? Zenith. What is zenith? Peak. When the sun is just above your head at 12, you say the sun is at the zenith. Sunrise goes high up in the sky, highest point. So this will be called zenith. So zenith means peak. So this is the height of, this is the peak of Vinay, reverence, Vinamrata, humility of a Shishya. Short meaning. A disciple may attain omniscient knowledge. Disciple, huh? Not the guru. The disciple may attain absolute knowledge by imbibing the preachings of a enlightened guru. By imbibing the preachings of an enlightened guru, he may attain omniscience. Absolute. Even when the master has not attained. He is enlightened. He is not an Asad Guru. He is enlightened. You are understanding? And the Shishya, with the help of a Sadguru, is attaining the absolute stage. Even then, the omniscient bracket disciple, now you can't call him a disciple, he is God. He is a Keval Gnani. So he is Bhagwan actually. But here Vinay Kare Bhagwan, Bhagwan means that disciple who became Bhagwan. Continues to pay respects to his Guru. So, if the disciple is an ignorant soul, how much respect and reverence should he show? Because even after he becomes Bhagwan, if he is going to continue showing respect, cannot forget the debt he owes to his Guru. So the only thing is, आपने बोले ना, height of humility, peak of humility, zenith. Clear? Okay. So, seeker, I'm saying seeker, I'm not saying disciple or bhakti yet. I'm saying just true seeker realizes the significance and the magnificence of a true guru. Very soon he realizes his unworthiness, apatrata, ayogyata. Very soon, with little introspection, he is going to realize this, and he needs guidance. So he realizes very soon that the significance and the magnificence and the relevance, okay, of a teacher. Ke Sadguru to joise. Very soon. He is very quick in realizing this. If he is a true seeker, he is very quick in acknowledging, learning, and following the footsteps of his master. Accepting it, acknowledge, learning, and following the footsteps of him. The quicker he realizes, he is a better seeker. But he is quick in understanding, realizing this. Ke bina Sadguru koi na bhed lahe. Bina Sadguru. Which pad? Yam Niyam. We be singing daily. Bina Sadguru, I can do everything out of my willpower. But if that will is only self-will, now what do I do about it? What use is this willpower now? And this strong-headedness is going to lead me where? If I tune to a Sadguru, if I don't tune to a Sadguru, it will be considered stubbornness and jid. And if I am tuned to a Sadguru, it will be considered dradhata, steadfastness. You understand? Your flaws are becoming your virtues, but only if you are tuned to a Sadguru. So seeker understands this and is quick in understanding this. A true seeker is quick in understanding this. Now it so happens, he realizes this, he searches for a Sadguru, he gets a Sadguru, he starts following the Sadguru with lot of love, faith, reverence, right? And it so happens he may reach, listen to this, he may reach liberation before his master. માસ્ટરનો પ્રેમ જ એવો છે ને કે સ્પીડ આપણામાં આવી જ જાય. So it's likely to happen that he may attain liberation even before his guru attains absolute liberation. Enlightened though he is, but I'm talking of absolute liberation, or say Keval Gnan. If you are understanding Keval Gnan, I'll use that word only. So that is the end of the spiritual journey. Then there is some formalities left, and then he becomes the Siddha Bhagavan. So that is the end. So he may attain, likely, possible, not every time, but it is possible. Guru Bhakti se laho tirtha patipad. Guru remains a Samanya Kevali, and the Shishya with immense bhakti for his Guru becomes a Tirthankar. Likely to happen. We sing it daily. Guru Bhakti se लहो तीर्थ पतिपद. शास्त्र में है ये बात. These instances are recorded in the scriptures. Not only praised like that, but we have solid proof. Yet, at no point can arrogance or pride blind that disciple which has now become Bhagwan. We nahi kare Bhagwan. So, Bhagwan. At no point arrogance or pride can blind that Shishya who has now become Bhagwan, Prabhu's word only, Bhagwan. Always remembers the debt he owes to his Sadguru, always acknowledges him as his source of inspiration and motivation, never wants to degrade him, never wants to hide him, always been saying, because of his grace, because of his grace. If someone just praises your yoga session, the first few words will be, because of his grace. At no point you will be blinded. If you are a true disciple, at no point you will be blinded by arrogance or pride, even if you become a Keval Gnani, the highest. See, this is just praising one session of yours. Obviously, you won't be blinded. But if you get a Nobel Prize for this, you will not be blinded. Your Guru might have not got that. But you won't be blinded by arrogance or pride. To the extent, if you attain Keval Gnan also, you will continue to show respect. What is showing respect and all? I'll explain. Isn't this the most beautiful words? Most beautiful. See the amount of respect a God has. So what respect an ignorant soul should have for his Sadguru when he is in the state of ignorance? If he attains absolute liberation also, he does not forget his Guru, he does not get blinded by arrogance or pride, rather he respects his Guru after attaining liberation. So how much reverence it is of vital importance in the spiritual person. This vinamrata, humility, this devotion, this reverence, respect for an enlightened master or true teacher here. It is in acknowledging and respecting your source of inspiration and your source of motivation that you display maturity and wisdom. Bhagwan Thaine, if he is going to continue a respect for his Guru, it shows his spiritual maturity. So when you say, I've done nothing, it is the grace of my Guru, that is a sign of maturity. I will not even say humility. It is humility, of course, but I will use a better term for it. It is that you are maturing spiritually. Wanting to take the credit shows immaturity. You are displaying maturity, you are displaying wisdom, Gnan. And for us, it is true. It is not that we are displaying anything. We know it. We were never lovers of yoga. And then you suddenly become a yoga master. Very soon you'll be signing certificates, conducting courses and signing certificates. And when you go back and recollect the whole journey, you realize it's only him and nothing of you. So it's in showing respect and acknowledging his upkar, you are actually showing, displaying. I enjoy this word so much, I want to say it at least 3-4 times. You are displaying spiritual maturity. Fine? So let's go towards Gatha, the verse. Jai Sadguru Upadeshti. It is clear, very clear from the discussion so far, starting from verse 9 to 18. This is the 19th verse. So from 9 to 18, it has been very clear how important, utmost important should be given to a guru. Starting from verse 9, Seve Sadguru Charan Ne Tyagi Dai Nij Paks, from 9, so far you have understood from the discussion we had since so many days, the importance of a guru. A guru is of utmost importance in your spiritual journey. Is that clear? The guru has the power to lead you. A guru is an enlightened master, right? Self-realized one. So he has the power to take you to the path of liberation, not self-realization. He has attained only self-realization, but he has the Shakti to lead you to liberation. જ્યાં સુધી હું પહોંચ્યો ત્યાં સુધી નહીં, જ્યાં સુધી આપણે પહોંચવાનું છે ત્યાં સુધી. Because of his enlightenment. This is so important. Otherwise, a Shishya can never go higher than a Guru. If only this much path is shown. He can show a path which can lead you to omniscience, not Atmagnan, Keval Gnan. His preachings can take you to a state of Keval Gnan. So he, Agopya, everything Agopya is going to tell. He is not going to hide. He should not go beyond that Atmagnan. He should not become higher than me. These traits an ignorant person has. એક્ઝામનું બી કંઈ પૂછે તો આપણે 4 હોય ને 4 hours, આપણે 2 hours જ કહેવાના. He should not get the same marks like me. He should not come to the same level like me. થોડું કે બે યાદ છે, બે સારું ભૂલી ગયા છે, બધું આવડતું હોય. But these are the traits of an ignorant soul and not an enlightened master. An enlightened master can lead you from ignorance to omniscience. That is also wonderful. Therefore, one should respect, show reverence, be so humble in front of a Sadguru when he is with a Sadguru, and this will bring rapid rise or rapid progress. This virtue can bring rapid progress on the path of liberation. Which virtue? Respect, reverence, humility, Vinay. So the feelings of respect, reverence, praising salutations, worshipping, everything. It's going to bring a transformation from cultivating worthiness, yogyata vadharva, to a state of self-realization, atmagnan, and beyond keval gnan, omniscience. Who is going to lead you from worthiness to enlightenment to omniscience? The virtue of Vinay, the virtue of humility. Even if you are right in your facts, humility. A guru will always test you. Your facts are right, he'll say it's wrong. You might be having proofs for that also. But he wants to check the humility of yours. The fact is not important for him. You can clear it out, there's no problem. But in clearing the fact, how much you lose on humility shows your unworthiness. Many a times it's a conscious effort to portray right. He would not mind to become the wrong between you two, but he will check how respectfully you can display it. Because what is important is not the true information. Important is the virtue of humility. You had said that on that day. You had not. He will say, you had said that this last time. Now, how are you going to behave? You are going to insist, you are going to show proofs. You want to prove you are right, or you want to stay humble. In that choice, હું તમારી કુંડલી બનાવી શકું કે આને આ ભવમાં સંકિત થશે કે નહીં થાય. What is so important for you? The true information or your guru? What is so important to you? Your ego or your guru? That is important. And many, he'll be saying in the next, very few fortunate understand this. Mostly, unfortunately, people will miss out on this. He'll say in the next verse. Very few fortunate, lucky. I will not use the word blessed because he has blessed everyone. Here I won't use that. Very few fortunate ones understand Moola Hetu e Margano, Samje koi, very few pass in this test. You understand? So many a times he will test your patience. Many a times he will try to prove you wrong when factually you are right, which is not important at all. Your reverence, your humility, your inner reaction, your masks, your overt behavior, everything will be judged. What you should be saying, it is all his grace. And in your mind you will say, I did it. Nobody could and I did it. So all that will be judged. Judged and caught red-handed. If you have a smart guru, he will see to it that you fall in his trap. He'll challenge you, be smart, he'll be smarter. You be smarter, he'll be smartest. Unless you have the virtue of faith and humility, you won't pass this test with your intelligence, with your preparation, with your very, very hard work. You are not going to pass this test. You have to be good. Means you have to be pure. You have to be a true seeker. So how Prabhu is, Param Kripadev is so clear in this fact. Even an intelligent and hard-working person cannot attain liberation on his own. He will need a pure teacher. I'm not using true teacher or enlightened teacher, all that is true, but he will need a pure to be pure. He will need that purity in front of him to become pure. So now going to the exact message in this verse, already said it all, but last time making it very clear. So you know little bit about Gunsthanak or anything, little bit you know. Here we only need 3 Gunsthanak, so just try to understand. First Gunsthanak, state of ignorance. Don't even need to write Maya, you don't even need to write, you know, you much by heart yes. First Gunsthanak means state of ignorance. Fourth Gunsthanak, state of enlightenment. And 13, the lucky number 13, absolute liberation. Or omniscience, because absolute liberation we can say for Siddha. So, omniscience, complete, full knowledge, Keval Gnan, yes. You understood? So, let's see. Where is the Guru in this 1, 4, 13? Minimum 4, it can be 4, 5, 6, anything, but minimum 4. Minimum. Samyak, what happened? So he is at 4, and the Shishya, the disciple, is at, you all need to do this. So the Shishya is at 1. So if you are at 1 and if your Guru is at 4, are you going to show respect or not? Vinay, reverence, bhakti, surrendership. So a true seeker, though ignorant, but he is now seeking liberation, so he is a true seeker. He is over here, he realizes the importance of Sadguru, his pure state, Atmagnan, Samadarshita, Vichrodhe Prayog, Apurvavani, Paramshut. He is convinced regarding all 5. 1 also you are not convinced, your boat is going to go like this. I'm convinced about his Atmagnan, but why does he do this? So you are not convinced about the 3rd. You are convinced about 1, but you are not convinced. He called her, but why not me? You are not convinced about 2. Samadarshita. So that's your problem now. So you understand all 5 you need to be convinced for that utmost devotion. Very clear. Hello, Nemiji, you are tired? You are tired? So 4, this fellow is at 1, though in a state of ignorance, but a true seeker, understanding the importance of Guru and having devotion for him. So doing Vinay, Namaskar to karo. And doing Namaskar, ama ubha bhi kya thawanu che, if your leg is also sprained, no problem. Go on doing it. 108 times. And in showing this respect, he starts becoming pure, and sometimes he can, and why sometimes, and he attains enlightenment. So he's come to 4 at the same level of his Guru. His Guru is at 4, and even he attained, and that is the very purpose of taking refuge of a Sadguru, to become enlightened. So that's actually what has happened now. Now you are at the same level. Still shows respect. Don't, who stopped? Who stopped? Karta raho, karta raho, karta raho, karta raho. And because of his bhakti and because of his purity, he might reach higher. Who stopped? Then you have not grasped this verse. He attained liberation. Beautiful, right? The Vinay he shows the respect, the reverence he shows. So, how beautifully one can explain Vinaya. Oh. So the Vinay starts with basic manners. Basic manners. Basic manners, you have कि कोई वडील होए, कोई teacher होए, so the basic manners is, hands or usage of good language. आप पधारो, you say, hey, आओ. These are basic manners. Once you have that little respect, also you might not consider him your Sadguru yet, but these are basic manners. You will not use rude language. These are basic manners. You will not say, "Ke taru thobru dekhad." Apna darshan karwa. These are the basic manners of usage of words, gestures, and the thoughts and feelings, of course. Starting from basic manners, his Vinay goes on increasing. Basic manners, the dhime, dhime, vatta, and it goes to a different level. So what did I say? Ignorant. The humility and the bhakti and the respect he showed when he was at 1, when he comes to 4, he shows more. It doesn't become less, it becomes more. Because the experience he is in right now, he just can't forget it. And when he goes to 13, see, I am a roadpati. What? Means America, what is roadpati? Hand to mouth જેવું છે. Huh? And I take help of a millionaire. How to make millions. So I take help of a guide who is a millionaire. The millionaire guides me regarding earning of wealth, say. And in the process, I become a billionaire. My guide is I am a guide. Me, still I will never forget my millionaire guide. Even if you attain Keval Nan, you say it was because of him that I am like this. Very simple to understand. Now you don't feel anything great in this Gatha now, verse. It's obvious, isn't it? Even if you become better than your parents, you will say it's because of them, their sanskars, they educating me, I am become a doctor. Your parents are not. Your parents are not doctors, right? Still, you are always going to keep them ahead. It's because of them I am this. So isn't it natural if you are a good person only? I'm not even saying seeker or bhakta or gnani. I'm saying if you are a good person, you are going to say, I'll never forget my guide who is yet a millionaire, though I've become a billionaire. So Vinay Kare Bhagwan. Bhagwan means that disciple who was a Rodpati. And he took help of Karodpati. And he became Abhajpati. Still he will not forget his Karodpati guide. I'm not saying friend, Karodpati guide. Guide, friend bolu to bhi chale, but the respect is such that he is not ready to now consider him as his friend. Upkari, Pujya, Maha Upkari. Of course, when one attains Keval Nan or the Godhood or the complete absolute knowledge, they don't have to do any formalities. They don't get any feelings or formalities in the sense they don't get a feeling of wanting respect also and showing respect also. Both the feelings, he's Vitarag now. So he's beyond all formalities, Vyavahar. So doing or getting, both the feelings don't come in. Then how does he show respect? See, gods or lords will not fold hands. Imagine a Kevali Bhagwan yet folding hands. It does not show that it's a complete state. But in every time acknowledging the upkar of his past guru, that itself is showing respect. I'm not saying he's going to do Sashtang Pranam and all, because he's beyond. See, whether you understand this part of the whole Gatha, but you should know what is showing respect at the stage 13. What is showing respect at 4? What is showing respect at 1? There is a difference, but respect is there. That is important. So, Guru Raya Chadmastapan, yet not omniscient, but this much is the meaning of Chadmas. I don't know why you wanted to know Chadma and stir and cover and conceal and state of concealment from. Guru is enlightened but not a Keval Gnani. He is an Yatma Gnani but not a Keval Gnani. And the Shishya has attained Keval Gnan. He will not be in a state of arrogance or pride. He will always acknowledge, and this acknowledgement, all this is because of him. This itself is respect. Continuing the respect he used to show when he was ignorant. This is bhakti. And there are several instances recorded in the Jain scriptures. Several. I don't have time. Wait a minute here. Several instances, I'll be telling you 1 or 2 maximum. Recorded in the scriptures. So, Param Kripadev is expounding this fact on basis of Jain scriptures. Not just because he just wanted to highlight bhakti and exaggerate or overemphasize. No, he has a strong backing of the scriptures. You know Gautam Swami, right? So Gautam Swami has given Diksha to many. All his pupil or students or disciple had attained Keval Gnan. And he yet didn't attain Keval Gnan. Why? Because of his attachment for Bhagwan Mahavir. Imagine you give Diksha and they say, now come to me, to my Guru. I've gone to some town, I'm Gautam Swami, I've gone to some town. I've given a sermon, someone wants to take Diksha, he takes Diksha, and now he says, come to my Guru. And that fellow feels, if my Guru is so good, ena Guru keva ase? And e bhavma ne bhavma, he attains Keval Gnan. The pupil. Still following Gautam Swami. Because he has no need to go ahead. Hey, now I am the Keval Gnani. I said at no point there is arrogance or pride in a Shishya. And that is spiritual maturity. That's what I had said. So he's following. They arrive at the assembly hall, which is called Samavasaran assembly hall. They climb. And Gautam Swami has to sit in the place reserved for sadhus or munis. Because he was yet a sadhu, he is a sadhu and yet not a kevali. So that parshada or that section is different. So he goes to that section. Expects all his disciples also to follow, because now they all are sadhus and they are not omniscient according to him. There is another section for all the kevalis. This is only for sadhus, chadmasta sadhus, who have not attained. So imagine him doing Vandan and going here, expecting the whole bunch to follow him. And they all go here. And he is leading them. Okay, oh, that is reserved for VIPs. Means Kevlis. We have to sit here and Bhagwan says, Gautam, Kevli ni ashatna nahi kar. Just imagine so much rag he had for Bhagwan Mahavir and so much purity he had, all his disciples came. So this is a classic example for Guru Raya Chadmaspan and Vinay Kare Bhagwan. Classic example. Classic example in the scriptures of Sadhvi Mrugavati. Sadhvi Mrugavati was the Sansari Masi of Chandan Bala. You know Chandan Bala, right? She took Diksha. The moment Bhagwan Mahavir became Tirthankara, or the moment he became Kevli, she took Diksha. She ran from Kaushambi when she came to know that Bhagwan Sadhu Mahavir has attained Keval Nan. So okay, now he'll give me Diksha. So she ran and she was the first nun or the head of the order of the nuns, Chandan Bala. So now she had lot of sadhvis under her. So one of the sadhvi was Sadhvi Mrugavati, who was actually a Masi. So there were many sisters, but I need only two. Many sisters. One was Padmavati and one was Mrugavati. Two sisters. And Padmavati's daughter, Tina Ben, right? Huh? Who was Padmavati in the drama and who was Mrugavati? Yes. Preeti Ben. Gautam wife. Preeti Ben. મેં બહુ વાર જોયું છે ને. All dramas I have seen many times. Yug Purush I have seen 34 times. Precisely 34 times. मैं संकल्प કર્યો હતો કે I'll see 34 times. Not fully, sometimes before interval, sometimes after interval, whatever. But 34 times. Chandan Bala also must be at least 10, 12 times. Two sisters, Padmavati, and Padmavati dies and finally she is sold and then she takes Diksha, Chandan Bala. Sister, Mrugavati. At age ma you can understand, but she takes Diksha afterwards. Like if Maulik ji takes Diksha afterwards, then he is under Nemi ji. Whatever his age is. He is under. So because Mrugavati takes Diksha after Chandan Bala, so though she was the Masi, she is a Shishya. And Chandan Bala is her Guruni. When it's a female Guru, you call it Guruni. So she is a Guruni. And everything is going well between them. Good relationships and all, everything good. So it so happens once that she had gone to the assembly hall called the Samavsaran of Bhagwan Mahavir. Chandan Bala for some reason had not gone that day, but Mrugavati, Sadhvi Mrugavati had gone, and on account of, I'm not going into detail, but some illusion, she comes late to the Upashraya. That is after sunset. It's a code of conduct for nuns not to be out of the Upashraya after sunset, not out of any stupid feelings of darshan of Bhagwan also. The code of conduct is more important than your emotions of running here and there and staying long. કે હજી ભગવાન દેશના આપે છે તો I want. They have to be in the Upashraya. This is the code of conduct. Before sunset, they have to be in the room. But because of some illusion, not purposely, but because of some illusion, I'm not going into detail, Surya Chandra Viman and all that. So she was late. And she had to face Parichoina, Thakur. You understand Thakur, right? So Sadhu, the Guruni Chandan Bala does Thakur. Okay, you have yes, broken the code of conduct. You cannot give example Bhagwan Mahavirata. You cannot give example Bhakti Ati. Boh darshan na bhavata. Code of conduct is higher than you. your emotion, your personal emotion has no place in a Sangha. Sangha is dominated by a code of conduct, and that is most important. That lesson also we learn in this instance. So she had utmost vinay, namrata, humility, devotion. She accepts a fault without any argument. If the code of conduct is to come back before sunset, it's already sunset and I'm late, so I'm wrong. She does not argue. She is into deep remorse, paschatap, and in that paschatap, she attains Keval Gnan. Keval Gnan is quite easy. Atma Gnan is a little difficult. So she attains Keval Gnan. So a Kevali does not need eyes to see. Kevali does not need light to see. Keval Gnan, so even darkness, everything is very clear because of inner light. And a Kevali does not need eyes to see. She is showing respect to her Guru, Chandan Bala, Guruni Chandan Bala. She is sleeping next to her. She makes a bed, Chandan Bala's bed, whatever they use. And she is sleeping next to her. And in the middle of the night, a snake is passing beside Chandan Bala. Her hand is like, outside, and the snake might go over it or bit. So in her Keval Gnan, she can see everything. So she just lifts the hand or picks up the hand and keeps it aside, so that the snake can also go, not hurting the snake also. See, python or snake, you have to just move a little bit, nothing else. You don't have to hurt anyone for that and not get scared and panic and all that. Just move 3-4 inches away from it, that's it. Why this python alert and what or not, nothing. So, and in the whole process, Guruni Chandan Bala wakes up because of the movement of the hand. She is also smart. She is a worthy sadhvi herself. She realizes, even in this pitch darkness, if my Shishya Mrugavati could see a black snake passing by, and she lifts my hands and puts it aside, means she has attained Keval Gnan. See, Guru Raya Chadmast, Vinay Kare Bhagwan. After being a Kevali, she is yet continuing with the seva of whatever. Now watch this. Of course, the story goes ahead, and then Chandan Bala is into full remorse. Oh, now she is not my Shishya, she is Kevali. In fact, she is in a state which is higher than me. And it's me who should be doing Vinay, not her. And in that remorse, Chandan Bala attains Keval Gnan. So what I want to say is, I have several instances to quote, but Jai Sadguru Updeshti, Shishya Pamyo Keval Gnan. Now Guru has not yet attained, so Guru Raya Chadmaspan. Still the Shishya who has attained Keval Gnan, so now he is Bhagwan, Vinay Kare Bhagwan. You understood it?
जे सद्गुरु उपदेश थी पाम्यो केवल ज्ञान गुरु रह्या छद्मस्थ पण विनय करे भगवान